Hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Daniela from Ocean Jasper and I'm so delighted to offer you this pick a card today because we're going to find out how do they secretly view you. So let's have a look at our piles. We have the Otter and Cattail in pile number 1 with the Aspen Ogham Stave and the Anise Seed. In pile number 2 we have the Dragonfly and Pansy with the Willow Ogham Stave and the Hazelnut. In pile number 3, we have the Weasel and Pine with the Oak Ogham Stave and the Pine Cone. So take a moment to make your choice. If you're drawn to more than a pile, that's absolutely fine too. And when you're done, you can find the timestamps in the info box below that will bring you directly to the beginning of your reading. If you like the content, I would highly appreciate if you could support my channel. Simply leave a thumbs up, drop a comment, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell down below if you haven't done it yet so you won't miss any of my new videos. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can find my email in the info box below together with my prices, and if you're interested in my Ogham set, they are available for sale. Thanks for being here and I'll see you at the beginning of your reading. Hello my loves and welcome to your reading. If you picked pile number 1 with the Otter and Cattail with the Aspen Ogham Stave and the Anise Seed, what you see here is a couple of decks, the White Sage Tarot that I'm going to be using for your reading and the Warden One's Oracle, which I'm going to shuffle straight away to grab a card or two about how does your person secretly view you. It could be your romantic interest, a crush, a person you're thinking of. Generally, this is mainly a romantic reading, just so you know, but it could fit as well some of you if you're wondering how does your friend think about you, or this new person that you met think about you, or better say secretly view you. Okay, for pile number 1, how do they secretly view you? We have Walk with Wings, beautiful card. So there's a very light-hearted, peaceful, childlike energy in this pile. I can say that both from this card and the Otter and Cattail as well. So I can see that your person secretly view you as the person that enters into a room and lift up everybody's mood and transfer them into another whole vibrational level, because you have this ability to remove people's worries, to remove people's fears, and to ground them and heal them and transfer them this inner peace that you have. The Otter, they make you feel peaceful just looking at them. They glide through the water so smoothly and you would just observe them for hours, and they transfer this peace, just with their presence, just by being themselves. So with the Walk with Wings as well, this is like a little child walking among bees, and there is this connection that I make with the Anise Seed as well. Having wings, it means that she can fly wherever she wants. She can walk towards her dreams much easily than if she didn't have wings. And there is this positivity with the yellow as well from this card, and optimism. So it feels like you help people to believe in themselves, believe in their dreams, and you push them towards achieving them, and you remove any layer that is holding them back or creating obstacles or throwing negativity at them. So you remove all of that, anything that doesn't serve them. So it is a pure joy to their eyes whenever they see you. There is this sweetness as well from the bees. So they think you're very genuine, open, light-hearted, sweet, happy all the time, and very hopeful and grateful, and hard worker as well. It seems like whatever you do, you make it look easy. Like, look, she's walking over a branch full of thorns, yet She doesn't seem worried. She doesn't seem in pain. She doesn't seem scared. She simply knows that she can use her wings if accidentally she starts, stepping over a thorn or something. So she has this trust in herself and in her abilities. So let's ask now the tarot cards. How does your person secretly view you? Maybe we're just gonna keep it there. It's very big. How does your person secretly view you? Please and thank you for pile number 1. Have 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. That's crazy. That's amazing. I can see already how they see a linear progress with you or in you. How do they secretly view you? Please and thank you. Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, and 5 of Cups. I love how these colors are incredibly matching, like green with green, gray with gray, and another shade of gray that looks very similar to that one. So what do I see here? How do they secretly view you? The Knight of Cups definitely speak about a person that is very romantic, a person that doesn't have a problem sharing their emotions and feelings and acting upon them, a person that is very outspoken when it's about their emotions. That being said, with the 2 of Pentacles, it seems like they secretly view you as a person that is in between 2 choices, so in between 2 options, and perhaps you look quite flirtatious to them, to more than a person. As in, you could be covering more than a person with lovely compliments and asking them out and, reading them some romantic poems or books or, singing them to them, something like that, very romantic. The Knight of Cups act upon their feelings and emotions. It doesn't just speak about them, actually acts upon them with some romantic action. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles with the 5 of Cups. Oh, I see now. It could be that the Knight of Cups is representing them, making a move towards you, and you answering with these 2 of Pentacles energy as in, I'm not too sure actually. What am I gonna do about you? I don't know exactly what I want right now from this. And therefore, with the Queen of Swords, they perceive you as putting this barrier in front of you, as in getting all of a sudden cold and detached and logical, and kind of calculating your moves instead of letting your heart guide you. Although there's another interpretation on this, because the Queen of Swords is simply a person that knows what she wants, has a very clear plan ahead of her. With the Ace of Pentacles, definitely speaks about this new beginning, wanting to settle down, wanting to create a solid foundation for the future, wanting to start something new that is going to bear fruit ahead in the future. Okay, so it seems like it could be that your reaction to their offer hasn't been straight away fully emotional, because you wanted to actually know if this was going to plan out in the future, if it was going to work out on concrete, solid, logical basis and not just based on your feelings. So you were like, okay, let me think about this rationally. Could this work out in the future or not? So whether or not they have made a move towards you or not, they can see that any time that something from universe come towards you with a big open heart, you straight away think about rationally how you can face this, so you don't let your emotion to fog your mind. That's what I'm seeing. Nevertheless, they see you very interested in a new beginning, like I said, with the Ace of Pentacles, starting something solid that you can rely upon. Okay, that's why you put a lot of thoughts through it. Three of Pentacles definitely talks about being open to collaboration, open to teamwork, open to conversations, open to find compromises, open to social life as well, and to achieve your goals with the help of others as well, with that humbleness, like knowing that you can't do everything by yourself, that you need other experts in this as well, or people that have experience in it. Okay, and in a relationship, it definitely talks about this willing to find compromises, to work with the other person, to create the harmony. Okay, we have the Five of Cups, so it could be that your person secretly view you as a person that has gone through a lot of hurt and that is still somehow attached to the things that she or he have lost in the past and that cannot come back as they were before. Okay, so that simply though is giving you the wisdom to know how to bring harmony from now on. Okay, so it seems like you're using these Five of Cups energy, remembering past mistakes, remembering past griefs, to create a new structure of order and harmony in which everybody's needs are listened to, and there is this, when you have three pillars, it's definitely more stable than having two of them, right? So it's creating this solidity. So definitely your person sees you as a very wise and mature person that has a lot of experience, that still have hope and desire to create a brilliant, bright future ahead of her or him, but without having that naivety, yes, about whenever you make your choices, even though you still have that childlike energy, like we saw with the Walk with the Wings card and the Otter. So there is still that beautiful connection with your childlike spirit, but that doesn't mean that you're going to make naive choices. Okay, so your person see you as someone that is very honest as well, very transparent, direct as well. So if there's anything that you have to say, you're going to say it. You don't hold back. They see you as a person that has really strong boundaries. They see you as a person that knows how to teach others, how to respect them, how to respect himself or herself. And they see you as a person that has that is very ambitious, yes, and that has very clear goals, and nothing is stopping you. Okay, they see you as someone that has a lot of drive as well, perhaps even towards your career, because there's a lot of pentacles here, so you might be putting a lot of time and effort and energies into your career, into achieving what you want. And making money in the way that you like. The fact that we also have Knight of Cups and Queen of Swords, like those could be also two aspects of your personality. So you can be warm and pleasant and gentle and caring, romantic and dreamy. And also having that really assertive vibe, that is very rational, analytical and practical, like we said, and very intellectual. So you can find probably the harmony with these Three of Pentacles between all of these sides of yourself, finding the balance between your heart and your brain and your intuition, because being the Three of Pentacles is three elements. Okay, so That's something that I can definitely see from a person. Let's see if there's anything else from these cards. Otherwise, we're gonna grab some more. They can see, I can definitely perceive as well a little bit of mysterious vibe with Two Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and Queen of Swords. Like, you could be, like I said, giving this impression that you're flirtatious, but then you don't really, with this Queen of Swords, that you could show a complete different side of yourself. So the other person remains a little confused as in what are your actual intentions with them. For some of you, your person definitely see you as someone that they want to build something solid with, having the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, but is still on the very early stages of this connection. And having the Five of Cups, it could be either that they had a chance in the past and then they lost it, and now they're wondering if there is any possibility to, you know, get your attention again. Even though with these Two of Pentacles, they could be doubting themselves. And with the Queen of Swords as well, they could feel like you're kind of intimidating because of what happened in the past, and they know that they have hurt you. So that could be for some of you. Nevertheless, even if they see you, for some of you, intimidating, they still want this new beginning with you. They still want to find the harmony. They still want to kind of make amends to the past mistakes with some romantic gesture. That's what I'm seeing here that they are thinking about. How do they secretly view you, please? And thank you for pile number 1. Okay, we have the Moon in reverse. It's definitely mysterious, like I said. Page of Cups in the reverse position. That's interesting. Let's get some more cards for pile number 1. How do they secretly view you? It feels like you hold back your soft side to people until you feel extremely safe. Even though you can be very helpful, very generous, very kind and pleasant with the Knight of Cups and making really kind gestures towards people, with the Page of Cups, you're hiding just for the closest elite of people your most poetic, soft side and vulnerable side as well. You're keeping it for yourself, but they can see that it's there. You're just being mysterious with the Moon. You're not showing the other side of the Moon. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. So you don't show whenever you are extremely passionate about something and you have this huge drive to go chase the goal of your desires, the objects of your desires. It's like, if you want to dance, you are gonna dance in secret in your room. If you want to sing, you're gonna do it in secret. Anything that you want to express yourself in a creative way, you cannot do it secretly, or not in front of them at least. And that's why they perceive you this way. If there's anything that you're particularly passionate about, that perhaps you're even an activist about, but you do it in a private way. You don't do it in a very extravagant public way in front of everybody. Okay. That's why the Queen of Swords, you kind of give this cold and detached type of vibe, but then they know that there is the sweetest person inside of you with so much passions and desires and strong beliefs that you act upon, but again in a very private way. So it is kind of a way for yourself to protect yourself, So you don't want everybody to know exactly what's going on in your inner world. You don't want them to know exactly what you care about, because unfortunately there's a lot of people out there that thrive on that, and especially on attacking your values and passions and creating obstacles and antagonizing you. So yes, that's again why we have the Five of Cups. Your past experiences have taught you to be a little more cold and detached, especially when someone is coming towards you with a lovely romantic gesture. You're like, well, let me analyze you first a little bit. Let me understand who you are, because I'm not going to give you my full trust from the very beginning. Even though I am considering this new beginning, I am considering this new person, but I'm not showing you 100% all of my thoughts and secret dreams and beliefs and goals that I have in my drawer, because I don't know who you are. You seem very charming. You know, they might, as in, you could be saying to them, you seem very charming. Your gesture are very pleasant, and they, what's the word for it, they flatter me, but I still don't know you. And so that's why you would put then this kind of cold and detached mask, even though you're not like that. It is just a way to protect yourself, and this is simply how they see you, how they secretly view you. It doesn't have to be necessarily true, but this is their perception, right? Let's see what else. The Ten of Swords. I like how the more cards we're getting, the more clear the whole scenario is becoming. Tempers in the reverse, Ten of Swords. So they think that you definitely have gone through a really painful end in the past that has disrupted you internally, has created some internal unbalance. And you know, this butterfly in reverse, it just reminded me of a very delicate creature that has been neglected, walked over, that has been disrespected, you know, what's the word for it? Touched in the wrong way, you know. So they can see why now you have such defenses up. Okay, you don't trust everybody like you used to, because you ended up in the wrong hands. So let's see some other cards. The Judgment in the reverse, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. I need a clarifying for this. Judgment in the reverse. They secretly think that you might have the wrong judgments of them, because you're filtering other people through your past experiences, which in a way it is great, is self-defense, is protecting you, is creating, you know, the boundaries that you need. But at the same time, they think that you might misjudge sometime people, or miss to grab on an opportunity that would have been great for you. But instead, you're not fighting for it with the Seven of Wands in reverse, because you're just so attached still to the past and what happened in the past and what you have lost and how you have been, how your feelings have been destroyed in the past, how much grief has caused after it. So they think that there is this possibility that you're going to misjudge a scenario because of those past experiences. Even though with the Ace of Pentacles and the True Pentacles, you're definitely considering it, but the Five of Cups energy seems to be quite predominant still. Let's see what else. Let's change kind of topic, because we understood what they mean by this. We don't need more clarifying about this actually. So let's see how they view you in general as a person. how they view you as a person. 4 of Cups, okay, 6 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. What I'm seeing here is a person that, even though started with very little, or even whenever you find yourself in a situation of discouragement and lack of abundance, and if you find yourself in a very unlucky situation where it is impossible not to see everything dark around you, even then you're still able to take care of other people and be generous and share whatever that you have left with them. So there is this beautiful equal exchange, desire to give to other people if they have less than you. Okay, and this is what is bringing abundance in your life. Okay, the fact that you're so empathetic towards others and altruistic is actually coming back like a boomerang and bring you so much more abundance that you ever thought it was possible. What else? It could even be that you are quite wealthy, because we can see you have a lot of drive as well towards your career and making money in the way that you like. So it could be that you're very wealthy, and that is because of that you feel more motivated than ever to help others when they need. Okay, so if you see a person that is in the 4 of Cups energy, where his cup is completely empty and it doesn't have many reasons to feel grateful, and it cannot find any way to kind of prosper and change their current situation, and cannot see hope, you are the one that is pouring into their cup and be like, there you go, now you can feel warm and cozy and safe, and now you have the materials, the resources to go after what you desire. So they see you as an extremely altruistic person. Let's see, how do they secretly view you aesthetically, if there's anything that we can find out about that. We still don't want to be too nosy, we just want to know what we are allowed to know without breaking anybody's privacy. Anything that could help this connection. How do they see you aesthetically? You have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the 8 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. Well, I definitely find this hard to interpret onto that lens. Let me see. Okay. 8 of Cups is definitely a person that is quite elusive, that walks away from things that she cares about just because it is the wisest thing to do. So I don't know how that could translate on an aesthetical way. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It seems like you don't want to show too much about your body. You don't show too much skin. That's what I'm seeing here with this Page of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Cups. Pride and 6 of Swords is like this, I see you, I don't see you. Like you kind of, again, there is this mysterious side about you that we saw before. So you might wear something that can give the person the impression of how you look underneath, but they need to use a lot of imagination because you're not showing a lot. what I'm perceiving from this is that you might wear a really lovely perfume. So whenever you walk away, the Eight of Cups as well, there is this sense of walking away. You leave a beautiful scent that inebriates them. And they remain with this desire to offer you something, give you something, talk to you, ask you your number or whatever that is, or ask you out, but you're already gone. So they cannot ask you anything, and they remain, you know, with this beautiful cloud of delicious scent that you have left. I feel that with this Page of Pentacles while in reverse, they perhaps they didn't have too much of a chance to get to see your body, like I said earlier, but they definitely have this feeling that there is chemistry, at least from their side, but they don't fully know if you would be interested, because you seem to kind of walking away before there could be any spark coming out. That's what I'm seeing. I'm sorry, I haven't practiced a lot this interpreting the cards on that topic, like how do people see you aesthetically. So I kind of chanced it, but it is harder than I thought. I definitely have to practice that more. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna leave it here. If you guys would love to go in more in depth, let me know. I'm definitely open for private readings. Eventually in the future, I'm going to start doing some extended readings as well. I'll learn how to use Vimeo and upload them there. So even just for a couple of euros, you could continue watching the extension. So I will be working on that. But for now, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks so much for passing by. Don't forget to show your appreciation with likes, comments, share, whatever you feel like. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and hit the notification bell down below so you won't miss any of my new videos. I would love to see you in the next video. Thank you so much. And last thing last, if you feel the desire to watch some videos that are not necessarily romantic, have a look at my new channel. It's called Elder and Oak Tarot, and I do only readings about spiritual growth, personal growth, self-love, general prediction, and things like that. Currently there's only one video, but I just started last week, so I'm gonna add way more. So that would be everything. I'll see you very soon. Big hugs and much love. Hello my loves, and welcome to your reading. If you picked pile number 2 with the Dragonfly and Pansy, the Willow, Ogham Stave and the Hazelnut. What you see here is a couple of decks, the White Sage Tarot deck that I'm going to be using for your reading, and the Warden Wands Oracle, which I'm going to be using right now just to grab a card to see how does your person secretly view you. They're very vivid images, so I feel that this will really help us to get in tune with the image that your person have of you. Please and thank you. This is mostly a romantic reading. I didn't specify whether it's your crush or any other type of your romantic interest, but definitely it is mainly going to be romantic. Perhaps some of you will be able to ask about other people as well. Have a look if it resonates for you. We have Sweet Temptation. Well, that says it all already. Lovely card. So definitely they see you as something that they are very much tempted about. Very sweet, very... The red as well tells me that there's a lot of passion. Definitely they feel super attracted towards you. We do have the Dragonfly and Pansy, which talks about them appreciating the way you move, the way you speak. Perhaps you are a dancer as well, so they appreciate your physical skills as well as your mental and emotional ones. They appreciate the balance that you can create between your words and your movement. So yeah, I don't know, it feels like you could be a performer of some sort. For some reason, it brought to my mind whenever I saw this card and I read the messages in the booklet that it it reminded me of someone that likes to do aerial. So maybe you like to do that, I don't know. Definitely there is a lot of femininity with the Willow card. I see you as a very intuitive and compassionate person in touch with your feelings, and because we have Sweet Temptation and the Willow, definitely they see you as a very sexy person. And the Hazelnut definitely see you as a potential of something bigger that they could create with you. So let's go more in details with this beautiful initial messages. We're gonna grab the White Sage Tarot and ask for pile number 2. How do they secretly view you? Please and thank you. Let me turn on the light a little bit here, making it a bit brighter. There. How do they secretly view you for pile number 2? Please and thank you. Very graceful and balanced person. Very delicate, but also full of energy. That's what I'm seeing. The Death card, nothing to be scared of. Page of Pentacles upright and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So they secretly view you as a person that has gone through a really strong transformation. How would you say? A really deep transformative experience. Okay. Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So it could be that you have received a particular job offer that has changed your whole life. And perhaps if before you were not so much in touch with your emotions and feelings and with your body, and you were definitely not using it, you know, you were not expressing yourself through your body movements or through modulating the tonality, the tone of your voice and things like that. Now you are. I feel that you might have accepted a job that is developing these skills that we have seen with the Dragonfly, the Willow, and the Queen of Swords in reverse is confirming this, that you're definitely embracing much more your feminine, sensual, empowering side of you. Judgment in the reverse position. The Queen of Cups, yeah, exactly. And the Seven of Cups in the reverse position. How do they secretly view you? We're gonna grab more cards already, because I want to see the full picture here. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower in the reverse position. So definitely major changes here with the Death card, the Tower card, the Judgment. Those are 3 major arcanas. So definitely speaks about you going through a really transformative event in your life. The fact is that it might have having to do with your career for some of you, with your financial situation, because the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position speak about someone that has had some type of failures in the financial areas, of your life or in your jobs, perhaps have lost their stable job and now has to kind of figure out how to make money by herself. I could be talking about someone that before used to have the availability and the ability to surround oneself with luxuries, and now not so much anymore. Now is kind of struggling to get at the end of the month and struggling to see as well where you're gonna go next. How are you gonna receive back the abundance, create that abundance back into your life? Okay, so some type of event has pushed you, or some type of external circumstances have pushed you in a situation in which there is more scarcity than you used to, and that has brought to a big question in your mind, as in, what is going on? Why am I going through this? Where did I make a mistake? What how can I fix this? Like, the judgment in reverse talks about utterly confusion, like not understanding the lesson that is coming through this transformative event, not understanding why it's happening, not knowing how to find a solution to this pickle, how to come out of it. Okay, finding it hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel in a way. With the Tower in reverse, there is this attachment to what it used to be. So perhaps, yeah, your person might be quite close in the sense that they know what's going on in your life, because if they have all these deep details, they definitely are quite close. With the Tower in reverse, they see you as someone that is actually rebelling towards this change, is rebelling towards at least the destructive effects of this change. You're like, no, I'm gonna hold everything up together, and I'm not gonna let these external circumstances to ruin whatever I have created up until now. So there is something that you consider quite stable, that you do not want to change in your life, that is bringing you comfort and safety, that you're quite proud of, and you do not want to let go of it, even though some external events might be pushing you towards that what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, towards that direction of having to kind of give up to the fact that whatever you have created is not supporting you anymore. It's kind of crumbling down, and you have to build something new from zero. And you're like, no. Even though I'm struggling and I don't see why this is happening, I know I have to hold up this tower I created, even though it's kind of old. There's a few creaks here and there. There's a few adjustments that I need to do, but I won't let anybody to crumble this down because I worked so hard. Okay, with this Page of Pentacles, there's definitely, they see you as a hard worker, person that has a purpose. Perhaps you are somehow at the early stages of your path, whatever path that is. If it is your career, if it is pursuing a dream, if it is pursuing a particular project of yours, it's something that requires your concrete efforts and energy and time. It requires you to invest in yourself. So there is this particular investment that you are involved with that is still at the early stages. You're still quite open to learn more. You feel like you're still a student, or they perceive you like you're still a student in that scenario. You could be younger than them, or they could secretly think that you look younger than you are. And they see you as a very emotional, creative person that is very dreaming, that is very sweet, empathetic, compassionate towards others, generous, very good at expressing your feelings and emotions, either through your words or through your art or through your movements. You can be very touchy in a loving, caring, respectful way, obviously. And they definitely see you as a very warm, soft presence that is always able to nourish other people's needs, always able to lift them up, to comfort them. Okay, Let me see if it's a little too bright, perhaps. So the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. So even though in a situation in which you are, you could definitely put some defenses up. You could definitely be a little irritable. I mean, you would be entitled to be irritable in a situation in a situation like yours, in which things seems to kind of crumble down and not giving you the security, stability that you need. They still see that you're not turning into a bitter person. You're not allowing these external circumstances to change who you are. If you are soft and warm, you're not gonna turn all of a sudden detached and cold just because life is throwing you lemons. Okay, so you're not creating a barrier or putting up a mask just so that people don't know how hard it's been for you. Like, some people would feel kind of proud of not wanting to show that things are going quite badly lately. You don't care. You want to be fully yourself. You want to be genuine. And you want people to love you for who you are and not for what you do. So even though, life is putting you in a situation in which you have to make a choice and you don't know exactly what choice to make because there are so many options, there's so many different scenarios, and you're still kind of attached to what you have created and invested in the past up until now. You are still the pleasant, warm, loving person that you are. You're still able to maintain balance throughout these difficulties. You're still able to be graceful. You're still able to have sweet, kind, loving words for others, and you have a very healing presence. Okay, so that's what they think of you, and perhaps that's what makes them attracted to you as well, because you are able to, gracefully dodge the obstacles just like a dragonfly would. And you're still confident in your own abilities. You're confident in who you are, and you're not letting life changing your personality just because it's been quite difficult lately. It could be that they view you as someone that, yes, is investing in yourself, even though you don't know exactly what this investment will bring into your life, and even though it is not giving you the results that you were hoping to receive just yet, but you know that it is transforming you in a deeper layer, and you don't necessarily care right now about the financial abundance that this investment could bring or not, because the one that is happening within yourself, within your personality, within your spirit is much greater. And I can see this transformation from Queen of Swords towards a Queen of Cups. So whatever you're doing right now, even if it is perhaps you're volunteering, or you're doing a lot of work for free, or work that is not receiving a retribution, a compensation, it has changed you incredibly, and it is giving you another type of abundance. Like, you feel rich on the inside your heart, and so that's everything that matters to you right now. And that's how your person see you, as this very, very altruistic, generous person that just acts following your heart, and not necessarily you don't act because you're pushed by this drive to make money or to better your career and things like that. You just do whatever your heart is saying. So let's see something else for pile number 2. How did they view you? The Sun, yes, they see you as a very, very happy, optimistic, positive person, but you also have this mysterious side that you don't show to everybody with the moon. This can also be talking about, again, being very much in touch with your psychic abilities, with your intuition, or going through a spiritual path, doing some shadow work. And it's something very personal and intimate. You don't have to share with others, but they can see how deep you are. Okay, so let's see what else for pile number 2. How do they secretly view you? They could also be with the sun and the moon. They secretly view you as somebody that is showing this really happy side to everybody, but then when you're at home, you might sometimes fall into the confusion that you have, or desperation even, about what's going on and how can you fix it and how can you find a solution. But you're not sharing that side much because you know that it could affect the people around you negatively, and you don't want to do that. 5 of Wands upright and the 8 of Cups upright. Do you see someone that when there are lots of debates, when people fight just for the sake of it, when people do not accept and embrace an opinion that is different from theirs, and they feel inspired to fight and convince the other person of their own ideas, and it feels like you walk away from it. You're not interested to stay in a situation in which people are just fighting for the sake of it, and they have this toxic energy about them. So you simply leave with this 8 of Cups. You simply move away, you walk away, you don't nourish it, you don't care what they think about you. You're really pretty much detached from their views. You do not want to bring negative energy into your life if there is no need. Okay, if it is completely superficial and unnecessary. 6 of Cups and the Devil in the reverse. This is a very forgiving person. Even when people do something wrong to you, you are able eventually, especially if you see remorse, to forgive them and to reconcile with them and to see the beautiful side of them. Okay. You do not like to kind of ghost people or disappear from their life or punish them. If there is a chance for things to get better, you will grab it. So pretty much it feels like they secretly view you as someone that is not very attached to your own ego. Not, at least you don't act following your ego all of the time, but mainly your heart, like we said earlier. How do they secretly view you? Page of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Again, this person that wants to help others in a very practical way. But also with the Page of Cups, you're also the one that, you can find a balance both by being verbally sweet and caring and affectionate, but also helping others in a very practical, concrete way. Okay, so if you can, like help a friend by cleaning their house or cooking for them or minding their children or doing some errands for them or helping them with their taxes, or if they don't know where to go, you set a room in your house in which they can stay for a few days, or you kind of create comforting situation for them. Or if they need to look for a job, you go around and glue flyers all around the place, or ask advice to the people that you know. You create links, concrete ways to help. You lend money if you have them, or lend an object if you have it, or give them some instructions if they need them. Okay, but Page of Cups also brings this affectionate, sweet, loving vibe. So you also support them emotionally. So they say you as a very delicate, sweet, and pure person with this Page of Cups. Quite artistic for some of you as well. Queen of Pentacles, it could be that they see you as a strong person that is able to be the boss of your own life. So it could be, you could be a self-employed person with this Queen of Pentacles. And they can see how much confidence you have in there. Five of Swords and Five of Cups in the reverse position. So again, you kind of walk away from anything that doesn't serve you anymore. So if there's people that want to involve you in petty fights, you just walk away. If they feel that they have the right to judge your lifestyle, you don't care, and you simply again walk away, because both Five of Wands can speak about physical conflicts, intense conflict, competition, and the Five of Swords is more about mental conflicts. So whether they are internal, your own internal conflicts, or conflicts with others, it involves mainly words more than action. But still, it seems like you know who you are, and you know that you are different from the majority of people around you, and you do not care about disappointing them, because you want to honor your own truth, and you do not want to bend your personality to simply please others. So if that means walking away from people that in the past meant something for you, or people that are related to you, you do it, because you're honoring yourself, you're honoring your own truth. Five of Swords has Aquarius energies. It's quite original. It's quite independent thinker, okay, and a free spirit. So that's who you are. You're just gonna honor your own personality, and that's something that I see your person is possibly attracted to. Five of Cups is this feeling of like not being too attached to the things that you have lost in the past, being able to heal from what you have lost, and not being codependent to situations that weren't serving you anymore. Let's see how else they see you. Two of Swords in the reverse position, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. Interesting. So the Two of Swords in reverse would be talking about someone that is coming out of a situation in which they didn't know what choice to make. It's coming out of indecision, basically, and coming out of a phase in which they had to listen to their own inner voice in order to understand what to do, and they had to block out everybody else's opinion. Two of Swords in reverse talks about, yes, walking away from that, finally being able to be sure about your idea, your opinion, your choice. You have thought, you've been thinking about it enough time, you've been isolating yourself enough time and going back and forth in your mind about it, and now you know. So they can see that after some time of reflecting on your own and analyzing your situation by yourself without listening to anybody else's opinion, you're able to find clarity within yourself, but you need that isolating time. that's why the Knight of Wands is there, because the knights always bring action, but if they are in reverse, is lower action or is inaction, inactivity. Okay, so it could also be talking about inward, like doing some action that are not necessarily visible on the outside, on the external world. Nobody else can see what you're up to. Okay, so this is private action. So they might think that you're quite mysterious in the sense that you do not necessarily share what plans are you up to, what are you cooking, you know, underneath. You might, oh, that's what it is. Because you do not want other people to affect the outcome of a particular project or dream or idea that you have, you do not share it until it is done. Okay, because you do not want them to affect you emotionally or create obstacles, even just with their own thoughts and limiting beliefs. So if you act upon your dreams, you do it on a private level so that you're not affected by others. That's what I'm seeing here. And that is being served as well by your confidence, because only a person that is lacking confidence need this constant reassurance from others that they're doing the right thing and need to ask their opinions all the time. But if you are a self-assured person, an assertive person, and really confident, independent thinker, you don't really need other people to tell you, oh yes, you're on the right path or you're doing the right thing. You simply know that it is right. So that's something that your person can see about you, even though you might think like, how do they know? I haven't been sharing any of this, but they can see through you in that way. So I think, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. As I said in pile number 1, I'll figure out soon how to make extensions and upload them perhaps on Vimeo. So if you want to add, you know, a couple of years and listen more, you know, go more in detail about this particular scenario, I would be super happy to create that, but I still kind of have to organize it and figure it out. So for now, I'm gonna leave it here. Private readings are open, so if you're interested to get one with me, let me know. You can find the email and prices in the info box below. That will be everything. Thank you so much for listening up until now, and have a look at my second channel, Elder and Oak Tarot, if you're interested in a different type of readings that are more about personal growth, spiritual growth, self-love, general predictions and things like that. I just started it, so there's only one video there, but it is going to grow. I'm going to add more and more videos. So that would be really everything. Sending you much love and see you very soon. Hello my loves, and welcome to your reading. If you picked pile number 3 with the Weasel and Pine, the Oak Stave and the Pine Cone, what you see here is a White Sage Tarot deck that I'm going to be using for your reading, and the Rowan's Wands Oracle, which I'm going to shuffle straight away to find out a vivid image of how is your person secretly viewing you. For the majority of you, this is going to be a romantic reading, but I do not exclude the possibility for some of you to still be able to see messages even if your person is not romantically correlated to you, connected to you. So if you're hoping to see how is a friend secretly viewing you or a colleague, perhaps you're going to find messages for you as well in here. How do they secretly view you, please and thank you. We have the mistakes teach us. Beautiful. She looks like a shaman or someone that anyway is very connected to tribes wisdom, and it's been a while that has been adventuring into the forest on her own. So I was going to talk as well before getting the tarot about these oracle cards you picked, Weasel and Pine. Because they are solitary creatures, this card does speak in fact about an introspective type of energy. So I feel that your person secretly view you as introverted, or definitely someone that likes to spend a lot of time by yourself. You like to think by yourself, making your own choice by yourself. You move by yourself. You do a lot of activities by yourself. This card also talks about someone that would move quite smoothly and quickly and secretly as well, just like a spy. And also someone that is spending a lot of time to get to know themselves, to contemplate. So this isolation is there for a reason, so that you can get to know yourself a lot better and discover your inner strengths, because we do have the Outcome Save that does speak about feeling very confident about yourself, and definitely knowing yourself, knowing your worth, knowing what you want, being able to be a confident authority in need, having emotional strength, physical strength. And then we have these mystic status. So definitely your person view you as someone that is quite wise, quite able to learn from your own past, and someone quite humble, because it needs, it's a quality needed in a person if they are admitting their own faults and mistakes and error from the past, right? So they think of you as very humble and wise, introverted, so that's definitely a beginning. Like I often say for the pine cone meaning, because when we normally collect it in the forest, it is closed, and then slowly it starts opening up with the warmth of our house. I often associate the pine cone with a personality that slowly open up, so that also makes sense with the elements we found up until now. So let's grab a few tarot cards now and go more into detail. How is the person secretly viewing you? For pile number 3, please and thank you. We're going to embrace as well the meanings of the reverse cards. If you're interested in the decks that I'm using, you can find the titles and possibly as well the Amazon affiliate link in the info box below. So if you want to buy them, you have the link directly there. Okay, we got the World and the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Cups. For pile number 3, please and thank you. How do they secretly view them? So I see here a person that is able to kind of leave the past in the past, embrace a new beginning, embrace a new chapter, and a total new chapter of their life. So realizing that the old version of yourself is kind of shape-shifting, you know, is transforming into a complete new version, and you're happy to let go of who you used to be. Okay, the world definitely gives you this ability to happily close one chapter of your life, whatever that is, and embrace a new one. This 5 of Wands and the 6 of Cups have different meanings. So one of those is that you love to always reconcile with the people that you fight with, or that you have a misunderstanding with, that you have an argument with. You love to reconcile with them because you feel that there is still this connection with them. 6 of Cups is very It's a very genuine card. It talks as well about nostalgia from the past and the soulmate's connection. But in this particular scenario, I definitely see this intention to make peace, reconcile after a fight that is been seen with these 501s upright. 501s can also be talking about competition, but I can see that if we are talking about competition, is definitely a healthy level of competition for you, because with the 6 of Cups you have zero intention to harm the people around you. Okay, let's grab more cards and get a better understanding. We got the 2 of Pentacles upright, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position, the 3 of Wands in reverse. Let's get a few more. For pile number 3, how do they secretly view them? Nine of Cups in the reverse position and Justice. Something that just came up to my mind right now is that they could consider you, they could view you as a person that they could start a new chapter with. Okay, so that's why the world here, you could mean the world to them as well. That's another meaning that we can see there. But there could be, sorry for the shaking, there could be some internal conflicts with these 501s. It could be that you have lots of other people interested in you and they fear this competition with them. What if they have something better to offer than they do? But with the 6 of Cups, I feel that they might secretly view you as their possible soulmate. Okay, there is still though some indecision here with these 2 of Pentacles, so they might secretly view you as someone that is undecided about the potential of this new beginning. I also always talk about potential whenever I find that acorn, because there is the whole life of a tree hidden inside this tiny little nut. So it clearly speaks to me about potential. But there is some doubts here about what is the right decision to make with the 2 of Pentacles, and also the fear of not being able to juggle 2 things. So it could be that they secretly view you as someone that is already juggling a lot of things in your life, and they wonder if you do have time and space for a potential new beginning. Indeed, the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. So there is blocked energy about a new beginning, a new investment, a new idea, a new project, but something that you want to put your whole body in, money, effort, energy. Okay, so something material, because the Pentacles represent the earth suit of the deck. So it is not just an idea, we're actually talking about something material, concrete, that will have solid repercussion and consequences in the future. Sometimes you can talk about a job offer, or a person offering their love to you, or a person, offering to create something solid together. So could be that they secretly view you as this great infinite potential to start something romantic with you and the long term. But there is this conflict, as in, what if it's going to be what if I'm gonna have a false start? Or what if we already had a false start? What if this is not the right time with the Justice in reverse? There could be some doubts with these 2 of Pentacles and the 3 ones as well, because there is difficulty seeing what's on the other side of the mountain, what's on the horizon, because the sky is too foggy and you cannot see exactly where you're going. 3 ones is this impossibility to predict the future if it is in a reverse position. And Nine of Cups in reverse, there is this fear that their needs, their emotional needs, are not going to be met, or that they're not going to be able to create this happy dream life that they have in mind with you because of some complications with the Justice. Let me see. There is this factor that because they see you as a very introspective person, introverted, that loves to be by yourself, and that is also learning, from the past, could be that they perceive some type of barrier, that these conflicts come from you, these internal conflicts about a new beginning, as in, well, I'm kind of happy on my own right now, I wasn't considering, and I don't know, I never, not never, but I wasn't exactly considering, these true ones. Also, feel free to swap the roles if you feel that it suits better for your situation. Something else as well that I'm seeing here, it could be, indeed, if we swap the energies, it could be that it's them having these doubt about a new beginning, not being able to see the future, having these internal conflicts, not sure if they're going to be fully satisfied and happy, because perhaps you do have a very different energy, or you have very different life goals, or you have very different lifestyles and values. So even though the potential is there, they don't know if they're gonna plant this acorn or not. Definitely they can see that there is a connection with these Six of Cups, so they can feel that you guys have met for a reason, and that there is something special between the two of you. That's what I'm seeing. Let me see if there's anything else. Could be that you have gone through something unfair, you've gone through a deep injustice in the past. That's why we have a mistake teaches us, and that's why we have the Justice in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So because of that, you might still feel quite unhappy and quite hurt, and you're still working towards rebuilding your life, rebuilding your own happiness, reclaiming your happiness. Therefore, they're wondering whether this is the right time, whether there's probably too much going on in your life, So with the Ace of Pentacles, especially because we're asking how do they secretly view you, and the answer is Ace of Pentacles in reverse is someone that is close right now to this new beginning. So they might be wrong. You might be here being like, hey, are you blind or what? I've been looking forward to do this together since a long time. This is everything I wish. Why would you think that I'm close to it? So they could have the wrong idea based on the only elements that they have. They're not in your mind. So this is the assumption that they are making, and it could be wrong for sure. But yeah, this is the impression they have. Or, as I said, it could be talking. It could also, for some of you, be talking about them seeing the potential but not being fully sure if they want to do it right now. Okay, maybe something that they would like to push further away in the future with these Three of Wands in reverse, is in, yes, there is a truly beautiful connection between the two of you, but we have to wait for another season, because right now I might be a little bit unhappy with this Nine of Cups in reverse. So let's see how else they secretly view you, please and thank you. Sometimes I feel like, spirits are controlling the reading, so they're like, well, I know you wanted to know about how they view them, but I'm actually going to talk to you about how they feel about them. So I kind of have to surrender and let go and just embrace whatever comes through from them, because they know better. They know better. And they're here to deliver what you most need to hear, so we have to trust them. Okay, Page of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Fool. Oh, that's interesting. Then we have Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, Ten of Swords in reverse, and Five of Swords. Yeah. So I can definitely confirm that they have this view. They view you as someone that was emotionally hurt or neglected or abandoned or taken advantage of, and now there is this unbalance inside of you. Like you don't feel as safe as earlier, as before, or as when you were younger, in showing your vulnerability, in showing your emotions and feelings, in showing your weaknesses even, or in showing your deep enthusiasm for life, or your deepest thoughts, and especially showing the softest side of you. And that's why there is this Page of Swords, you know, kind of putting this really assertive, confident, kind of cold and detached mask in front of you, similar to the Queen of Swords, but it's a little softer because it's a page. So they secretly view you as someone that is trying at least to hide your feelings and showing this mask. So something that is just popping up in my mind is that you might be trying to hide your feelings for them, and they're like, I caught you. I know what you're feeling. I know that you're trying to appear detached, but that in reality you have crush for me, or you have feelings for me, you're interested in me. So quit pretending, because I'm aware. That type of feeling I'm getting here. Two of Wands and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is ability to heal yourself from a really painful ending. So something has really destroyed you from the past. You know, something that you were not expecting. Could it be that a person was betraying you? Could be that, yeah, someone all of a sudden turned into a different person. It could be that they deceived you, and since the beginning they had this evil intention towards you, and finally their true self came up to surface, and the consequences were paid mainly by you. So you've gone through a terrible ending, really dark and heavy and difficult and painful, but because it's in reverse, you're healing. Okay, you're 3/4 of the way healed from that past. Okay, you're learning from it, like we saw here, mistakes teaches us. So you are now finally opening yourself to new, you're opening yourself to new encounters, to new people, to new possibilities. Okay, with the Two Wands, the whole world is your oyster. You're opening yourself up to whatever the world wants to bring to you. Okay, whatever the world wants to offer, whatever the universe has to offer for you. And there is this excitement about, you know, not knowing exactly what's about to happen, but being open for it. Okay, the Fool, it has a really light-hearted, naive type of energy, super excited to learn everything, to see everything, to travel, to have new experiences, to explore the world, explore themselves, explore other people, and to do that even without much experience, without having a big baggage of experience in the past necessarily, or simply doing it without thinking too much about the consequences, just doing whatever your gut is telling you to do, or simply because you're curious. Okay, so they secretly view you as a person that is still embracing new fresh energy into your life, even though you've gone through such a hard time. Okay, what have we been seeing before? Yeah, I'm trying to see if this new spread kind of can connect with the one before in some ways. There were internal conflicts there. So yeah, it could be that even though the secret view is someone that is having some doubts, some internal conflicts, and doesn't know exactly what the future has to, has in, how do you say, the future is holding for you. You don't know exactly. You have these genuine feelings and you want to follow them, like we saw them with the Six of Cups. And the Fool is basically that person inside of you that is saying, like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it, and I'm not gonna worry too much about the possibilities of me getting hurt again. I just wanna go with the flow and have trust towards the universe. Okay, so they do see that you have that side in you, and this is what they're holding on mostly. They know that if you have a battle, like with the Justice as well, that has a scale, if you have a battle between your heart and your brain, eventually you might be choosing your heart, because they know you're a Queen of Cups. You're just kind of pretending to be someone that you're not, someone that doesn't care, that is detached, that is overly protecting yourself. I can't decide if it is too bright or not. Anyway, I'm just gonna let go of it. And so let's see what else for pile number 3. How do they secretly view you? They can see how strong you are, like now it makes even more sense. The Oak, a Woman's Stave, they know exactly what you've been going through. They have a pretty good idea of what you have gone through and how much you have learned from it, how humbly you came out of it. And they can definitely understand why you would want to spend some time by yourself without necessarily planning the future. But I also appreciate the fact that there is a side of you that is quite moved by having some new fresh breeze into your life and embracing the new possibilities. Because you're quite sick of the past. You don't want to keep dwelling in that. Okay, even though, yeah, Five of Swords is this aware that there could be difficulties, there could be debates, there could be misunderstanding, but nevertheless, Five of Swords has this Aquarius energy, which is like a free-spirited, independent thinker, quite original. So it speaks to me as well about this ability that you have to go against the world just to follow your heart. You don't care about pleasing other people. You just want to honor yourself. That's what I'm seeing with the Five of Swords. And this ability as well to let go of debates if they're not serving you anymore, if they look unnecessary to you, if they're not constructive, and they have no reason to exist but to create toxic negative energies. So they see how you would just drop the swords and let go. Let's see if there's anything else. How do they secretly view you? King of Wands and the Nine of Swords is like you are, I don't know, I get kind of like psychotherapist vibe with this King of Wands together with the Nine of Swords. It's like an authority of the psyche, okay, like an authority of the human emotions, okay, and because the Nine of Swords does speak about, yeah, the mind, the worries, the anxiety, any mental disease, mental illness, difficulties like seeing the world differently because of the filters that your mind has created, even though they could be fake filters. So there's a lot of depression and insomnia as well in the Nine of Swords. So it feels like you know how to handle all of these package because you're the King of Wands, and you know how to pick a person up if they're going through this time, if they're going through these difficulties. You're like, follow me. I know what you need right now. I know what we need to do to make you feel better. Okay? Because you have this huge flow of enthusiasm and curiosity for the world, and this incredible passion for life, and it's so contagious, and you have a lot of experience in how to shift your mind from a very negative space in which you are torn inside because of the difficulties of life, shifting from that to a much more optimistic type of view of the world. Sorry for the light changing colors, but I'm using natural light, and the sky is quite variable because I'm in Ireland, and that's what is famous for, the weather that changes every single minute. So they really hold the highest esteem for you with this King of Wands, because they're like, damn, how can she or he been able to pick themselves up so well after everything that they have gone through, and how they can rekindle this interest and passion for life after everything they have gone through. So definitely they consider you like the authority of the mind. Let me see what else. What else for pile number 3? Page of Pentacles in reverse. And 4 Cups in the reverse position. Tempers in the reverse. Okay. Oops. And the Hierophant. There is a bit of... They still think that there is a lot of healing that needs to be done, that you might still feel quite unbalanced because of the past. You're still coming out of this depressive stage or insecure state, or where there could be some lack of self-love, or you just feel like depressed because of the past experiences. But they can see that you're coming out of it. So they secretly view you as someone that is finally being able to fill your own cup, even though before it was so, you were so depleted by life. But still there is some need to recreate that inner balance. You're on your way. They think that you're on your way, but it could be that if they had something to offer, you might not accept that offer with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. Because this is a time for healing for you, I see, for the majority of you. It's a time for you to explore yourself, discover the world, just enjoy the fact that you're free from drama and everything. So perhaps they can see that even though you would be interested with this Hierophant, which often talks about marriage, commitment, long-term commitment, they still think that perhaps right now is a time for you to dwell more on your spiritual journey rather than being with someone. That's why we got the Weasel as well. And many of the cards are kind of telling me yes, your person is kind of aware that you're kind of hiding your feelings and emotions. You would be interested, you would like to be with them, but perhaps this is not the right time just yet, because everything you're putting energies towards is basically these nano swords. Like, you want to overcome all of these, difficult mental states, whether that is paranoia, depression, anxiety, PTSD, whatever that is. You want to come on to the other side, okay? You want to heal them. You want to be confident that you are done with them. You want to feel alive again as before, confident as you used to be before. So yes, you're open to new experiences, you're open to meet new people in a way, but also it might be that you're not fully there just yet. That could be the reason why we found those internal conflicts card, the 501s underneath, okay? So yes, definitely a lot of potential, but I feel that your person is happy enough to be patient and wait for the right time. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else for pile number 3. Four of Swords, yeah, kind of restless energy. You're still restless, okay? Even though Ten of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. There is definitely this potential to be happy together, this potential to have a long-lasting connection, to have a really deep emotional bond, to create something beautiful together, even a family. Like, these dreams are there. They see you as a person that they would love to commit to, but also right now is quite a restless time for you. So they are aware of that, or at least this is how they perceive you. They could be wrong, but this is how they perceive you, that you want to spend some time alone so that you can, recover and regain your strengths, regain that wisdom, reclaim the person that you used to be before all of this drama happened to you. But I feel that they are not gonna throw the key. Now that they have it, they're gonna hold on it. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I really hope it was useful and that you found some clarity and guidance. I'd love to hear in the comments down below what were your thoughts about this, and if you'd love to get a reading for yourself, private readings are open. You can find my email and prices in the info box below. If you'd like to